Hello kids, very good morning all of you. My name is Nagashri. Yes, I'll be teaching you EVS today, okay, and that too block 1. Yes, and this lesson is all about leaves. Yes, children, have you observed leaves? Yes, in the trees, in the plants, in small shrubs, okay, or in grasses, each and everything, okay, where you can find leaves, the one common thing you find is, yes, leaves are green in color, isn't it, kids? But some leaves, okay, they are exceptional case like leaves in crotons and all. They are not green in color. They are in different colors, okay. So I will show a video related to the leaves, okay, children. So before that, but the common thing, the major thing that you can find is leaves are always, most of the leaves are green in color, even though in some plants the leaves are in different colors like reddish, okay, and others you can find, but still leaves means the thing, the word, the color that comes to your mind is green, isn't it, kids? Yes. And haven't you just observed the leaves are of so many shapes? Yes, it is not always like leaf means it is not always that it will be in this shape or in this, but you will find leaves, okay, in different shapes. Yes, and even they do have a smell, that is odor, okay. They do have an odor, that is a smell, okay. For example, have you smelled, okay, a tulsi leaf or a mint leaf? Yes, they smell so good, right? And they are medicinal plant also. But coming to that point later, I want you to tell that, I want all of you to know that leaves are green in color, and most of the leaves are green in color. Some leaves are in different colors like in crotons, in plant crotons. Leaves are reddish in color and etc. And you know what? Leaves have smell, but not all leaves. Some leaves have smell. And yes, leaves are of different shapes, and even the green shades, even in green color itself, you can find different shades, right, children? Yes. So, leaves are of different shapes. Look here, this is somewhat like hand shaped, okay? This is hand shaped. And what about this? This is heart shaped leaf. Yes, heart shaped leaf. And this is spear shaped leaf. Yes, it is pointed, right, like spear itself. It is spear shaped leaves. And look here, actually this is grass, okay, children. So it is needle shaped leaves. It is so, actually it is so pointed, right, just like a needle. So it is needle shaped leaves. And look here, round shaped leaves, okay. If you have observed the leaf of lotus, or if you have drawn lotus, then how will you draw the leaf of the lotus flower? Yes, you will draw a circle, right, a simple circle. So the leaf of circle, a leaf of circle in shape is an example for lotus leaf, okay. And then here it is a leaf which will come to our mind, okay. So a leaf means it is of this shape. This is the general shape that we will draw, right, children? And you can find this shaped leaves and so on so many trees, plants and all. And even look here, this is also a leaf, again with one stalk with many leaves, which are called as leaflets. Yes, children, you know, actually this is the stalk. Stalk means the thing that holds the leaf to the plant or the stem. Yes. So this is the stalk. So when you pluck a leaf, you will hold the stalk, right, children? That is the stalk. This part is the stalk here. So even though leaf are of different shapes, even if it has smells or if it doesn't have a smell, and then what? If it is in green color or not green in color, whatever it is, whether it is big leaf or a small leaf, they all have general parts. As we have different parts in our body, yes, even though we are short, tall, fat, thin, slim, whatever it is, we all have common parts, right? External organs and internal organs. We have 2 hands, 2 eyes, 1 nose, 2 ears, 1 mouth. So in the similar way, all these leaves, even though if they are in different shapes, different colors in green shades, and if they are not green in color also, and then whether they smell or whether they do not smell, and what else, whether if they are big or small, whatever it is, even they also have parts. Yes, they have parts in them which carries functions, as we use eyes to see things, ears to listen. In the same way, even the leaves have different parts, and you know what, in them they also carry out particular functions. Yes, children, I'll come to that part later. But the thing is, you know what? If you observe one leaf or many leaves, okay, I want all of you to take a leaf and then sit just in front of me. Okay, so I'll give you time, pause the video, hurry up, go and get as many as leaves of different shapes you can, or else you can get any one shaped leaf also, no matter. Then get back to me and play the video. Yes, children. So now I hope you have a leaf in your hand. Yes. So you know what? A leaf always has a margin. Okay. While you draw a drawing, a circle, so the margin is the outer border, right? So look here. So looking at this leaf, I will show you this outer edge. Okay, is called the what? Margin of the leaf. This outer edge is there, no children? That the outer edge of the leaf is called the margin. Yes, that is the margin of the leaf. And you know what? As I told you, the stick that holds the leaf to the stem. Okay? It's so you will hold the leaf, right? You're holding the leaf and you're holding a stick. Okay, stick of the leaf to which the leaf is attached. Okay, it joins the leaf to the stem of the plant or the branch of the plant or the tree. Yes, children. So that particular stick is called as stalk. What it is? Stalk. And you know what? Here, the middle part, okay, inside part of the leaf, okay, not these lines, just the inner part of the leaf, the upper part of the leaf, which is smooth and nice, that is called the leaf blade. Not these lines, children. I am talking about the inner plain green part of the leaf, the whole green part. That is the leaf blade. What it is? Leaf blade. Yes, children. And then here you can see a line running in the middle of the leaf. Yes, which runs exactly in the middle of the leaf. That is mid vein. Mid means in the middle. Okay, children. So the line which runs in the middle, through the middle of the leaf blade, is known as mid vein. Yes. And again, mid veins have so many lines running through, right? Yes, it has so many lines here, and they are called veins. Yes, children, veins. So these are veins, these lines, these tiny lines again. Okay, they feel, okay, you can see they form a network. Look here. Look here, children. Here also, this is the margin of the leaf, the outer border. The outer edge of the leaf is the margin of the leaf. And this is the stalk of the leaf. And the line which runs to the middle of the leaf is known as what? Midvein. And the inner part of the leaf, okay, not the lines, the inner part of the leaf is called the what? Leaf blade, okay. And then to the mid vein, there are again so many veins which are attached, right? There are so many lines passing through the mid vein, okay. as though they are forming a network. Yes, children. So again they have small lines. That is, again they are also the smaller veins which again runs through the veins. Okay, children. So they are forming network. There are so many lines attached to the mid vein. So it is a kind of network formed, right? So they are called the veins. Okay, kids? Yes, veins. And you know what? In veins, again you can find two different types of, okay? On leaves, you can find these parts, okay? In whatever leaf it might be, okay? Whichever category of leaf it might be, you can find these many parts in a leaf generally. Okay. So the parts of the leaves are same, children. So don't get confused. Even if they are of different shapes or whatever it is, the parts in them are same. Again, when you come to veins, there are of two types. Okay. There are of two types. One, okay, you can see only straight lines running through the leaves. Okay, you can find only straight lines running through the leaves, or else you can see network of lines running through the mid vein, as I told here. Again, there are veins which are passing through mid veins, and again those veins have small lines passing through the veins. So there is a network formed. So in this kind of leaf, you can find network, okay, network of veins. But in few leaves like banana leaves and others, you can see in textbook also they have given example. Okay, in that you can see straight veins, straight lines passing through the middle of the what? Leaf blade. So those straight lines of veins, you can find it in leaves like bananas, etc. Banana leaf, and then you can find network of veins passing through in different kinds of leaves as well. Yes, children. And you know one more thing. Here, for one stalk, okay, there is only one leaf attached like this. Yes, it is a simple leaf. If for one stalk only one leaf is there, then it is called simple leaf. Yes, children. So only single leaf is seen. It is attached to the one single stalk. So it is simple leaf. But what about here? Look here, children. There is one stalk, but there are so many different, okay, there are so many leaves. Sorry. There are so many leaves attached to one single stalk. Yes, you are holding one stalk in your hand, but there are so many leaves attached to one single stalk, and that is known as, yes, compound leaves. Yes, so if there are many leaves attached to one single stalk, then they are called as compound leaves. It is called as compound leaf. So here one single leaf blade is you can find. Yes, only one single leaf blade can be found attached to one single stalk. That is simple leaf. But here for one single stalk there are many leaf blades. Yes, children, this there are many leaf blades. So it is known as compound leaf. Yes, children. So again, leaf in the category, there can be so many different varieties, categories of leaves. That is, it can be compound leaf, it can be simple leaf, or it can be leaf with network of veins, or it can be leaf with what? What? Straight lines of veins. That is straight veins. Okay, children. So this is all about leaves. So now you know that leaves may differ in color also. Not only in green color, but also in different colors also we can find leaves, and leaves may have smells or may not have smell, and leaves do have parts in them which functions, yes, which have particular functions, which conduct function, which I will soon tell you in my next class. Okay, so now you know types of leaves, right? compound leaf, single leaf, and even leaves which are categorized based on the veins. And there is also margin. If you see margin of the leaf, it may be smooth or it may be rough like this. Yes, like this also it is rough, or it may be smooth. So leaf may have smooth margin as well, or else rough margin like this. Okay kids, and leaf may have been attached to one single stalk, that is single leaf blade, or it might have many leaf blades. And these small leaves, that is these small leaf blades attached to one single stalk are known as leaflets, because one single leaf is divided into many. Yes, so one single leaf is divided into many leaves and they are called as leaflets. Okay, such leaves are called as leaflets, children. So now they can be differentiated, they can be categorized into groups with rough margins, smooth margins, with straight veins or network of veins, or with simple leaf blades and compound leaf blades. Yes, children, and leaflets. So now with different shapes. Hand shapes, this is hand shaped leaf, this is heart shaped leaf, this is pear shaped leaf, and these are needle shaped leaves. In grass you can find these type of leaves. Okay, needle shaped leaves. This is round shaped leaf, and here what is this? Yes, it is a general leaf shape. When I ask you to draw a leaf, this is how we draw, right? Usually, yes. And we can find the shaped leaves also, and so many different kinds of leaves and different types of plants. Yes, children, I will show a video related to the leaf. It's all about leaves, and enjoy the video. Hope you have understood whatever I told so far. So if you have any doubts in this lesson or regarding till here, if you have any doubts, so till here you can just send me a message in WhatsApp group so that I can clear your doubts, children. So be free to ask any doubts, and then wait and watch. I will show you a video related to the leaf. Thank you kids. Bye. Hello kids. Yes, welcome back children. As I told you that I'll be going to show you a video related to leaves. Okay, here I play the video. I want all of you to observe it. Okay, so there are so many types of leaves and leaves. You can find leaves on plants and trees, right? Yes children. And look here, observe the shapes of leaves. Here, you know what? As you observe, actually leaves are usually green in color, but still you can find different colors of leaves in some plants like crotons, as I already told, right? And look here, some plants store food in leaves. I will tell you in my next class about that. And look here children, leaves have many different shapes, right? As I already told you. Look here, there are so many different shapes. Okay, and here you can find simple leaf. This is an example of simple leaf. And here, this is an example of compound leaf. And look here, this is a leaf with rough margin, whereas this also is a leaf with rough margin, whereas this and this have smooth margins. Yes children, and look here, I will tell you one more thing. These leaves have network of veins. Yes, but you can find some leaves, I told you that some leaves have straight veins running, right? Running parallel to each other. Okay, I will show you that type of leaf also. So some leaves are big, some leaves are small. So these are big leaves. These are small tiny leaves. So these are small leaves. And look here children, This is a leaf example of veins which run straight and parallel. Yes. So these are the veins, okay, which runs parallel and it has smooth margin and it runs parallel to the mid vein. Yes, children. So this is an example for the leaf with what? Straight veins. They are long, some are short. Yes, again they are showing of different shapes of leaves. Look here, this has rough margin and they are short leaves. Look, as I told you, hand-shaped leaves, okay? And as I told you, round oval shaped leaf, every types of leaves are there with different types of edges. Edges means margin. And look here, children. So here, this is an example of there is one single stalk, right? There is only one single stalk here which has many leaves. That is, one single leaflet is divided into many leaves and these are known as leaflets. Yes, children, these are known as leaflets. So this is an example for compound leaf. Spiky edges means rough margin. Some leaves have spiky edges. That means rough margin. And some leaves have curved edges. Yes, even hand-shaped leaf that also has curved edges. Yes, children. So, hope you understood all about leaves, right, children? So, go through the video once again if you have any doubts. Yes, kids. See you in next class. Bye. Yes, children. So, continuation of all about leaves lesson, block 1. Here, leaf is very important and it plays a vital role. Yes, you know why? Because in your home, okay, who prepares food, who cooks for you all? Yes, mother, right? And where does she cook? In the kitchen, of course. Does she cook in hall or room? Yes? No, right? So she will cook in kitchen and your mother is a main cook so that we all will be feeling hungry. We all will get hungry and she's the one who will save us from starving. Isn't it, kids? So here leaves are like moms, just like moms. They cook food for the plant, for all other parts of plant. Yes, children. So leaf is known as the kitchen of the plant because it is the place where all the food is, yes, whatever nutrients and food is required for the plants to grow. So whatever nutrients is required for the plants to grow, it is supplied from the leaves. Okay. So leaves prepare food. How do they prepare food? If we have to prepare food, we need so many things. If we have to prepare rice, then we need rice, we need water to cook the rice, and then we need vessels, okay, proper vessels to prepare rice, right? So like that itself, even leaf also needs, okay, some energy, okay, to cook the food, to prepare the food for the whole plant. And that is how the plant will get energy to grow. Yes. And you know what are those supplements the leaf needs? Yes, the leaf needs sunlight, children. Okay, so sunlight is very important. So it gets energy from sunlight to prepare food and it uses sunlight to prepare food. And soil, that is, the roots will be there, right? This is the root part of the plant. This is the stem part of the plant and these are the leaves. And here the part which gets inside the soil, which is under the ground, okay, that is the roots. You know what? They will absorb all the nutrients from the soil. So they are under the ground. The root part of the plant, this part of the plant is under the ground inside the soil, right? So soils provides what? It provides the essential nutrients for the plants to grow. So as it provides the essential nutrients, even the leaf will get those nutrients, right? It will use those nutrients and energy to prepare food. Yes, children. And you know, water is also most important. We water the plants, right? If we do not water the plants, the plant will die. If we do not keep the plant outside in sunlight, then again it will dry up. Yes, and it will die. So, water is also most essential part for the plants to grow, which plays an important role for the growth of plant, and the leaves will use water to prepare food as well. So even we cannot imagine our lives without water, right? And you know, we cannot live without one more main thing, that is air, oxygen, right? So even plants also need air, and they use carbon dioxide. We use oxygen, children, while the plants use carbon dioxide for their survival. And this air is used by the leaves to cook food, to prepare food again. So here the leaves are known as the kitchen of the plant, because there are so many parts in plant, right? And in that the leaf is the main part, and it is known as the kitchen of the plant. Okay, children, you got to know, right? So where will the plants get energy from? They will get energy from the leaves, and leaves will get energy from sunlight, then soil, water and air. Yes. So this is the main function of the leaf. So coming to the uses of leaves, children, some leaves such as tulsi, neem, etc., they are used as medicines. Okay. So they are medicinal plants. They cure us from so many diseases. So they are used in medicines. So have you heard a cough syrup which is made up of tulsi syrup for cough? Yes. So in such, these are few examples where leaves are used as medicines. And another use is leaves are home. Okay, not for us, but they are home for some insects. Some insects, you know, they live inside the leaves. They make home inside leaves and they live there. Yes. And as I already told, kitchen. So kitchen is the leaf. The leaf is the kitchen of the plant, because all the food is prepared there. And then manure. Manure is nothing but, you know what? When leaves dry up, they fall, right? They fall down. Have you seen leaves falling down on the ground and all? Yes. So as they dry up, they will fall down, and when they get into the soil, you know, they convert. When so many leaves are piled up together, you know what will happen? They will get into the soil and they become manure for the plants again, for the new plants to grow. They provide what? The supplements for the soil to gain back the nutrients. Yes, children. So manure, that is manure. When all the leaves are dried up and when they fall down, together, if you pile them up all together and if you again put them inside the soil or inside the ground, then they act as a manure by giving back the soil the nutrients which are necessary for the further growth of plants. So got to know the uses of leaf also, children? Yes, very good. Now I want all of you to go through the lesson, that is all about leaves. Okay, the whole lesson you have to read, block 1. Okay, all about leaves. And as you read, make sure that whichever word you see in block, okay, that is bold in black, that those words you have to write at least 3 times in your homework book. Okay, children? And then if you have any doubts, please leave a message in the WhatsApp group and revise the lesson, read the lesson. I will soon be sending the notes for the particular lessons. Thank you, children. Have a good day.